Man, got around. OT7 back here. And today, just like each and every day, all of us are fortunate, dude, to wake up and be in this plane of existence we call planet Earth. I'm going to share with you guys some stories of victory and glory. The victory of understanding that it doesn't matter where you start, it matters where you finish. And the glory when you understand, when you get in touch with your inner animal, you will tap into an energy source from the universe that will allow you to be in touch with beast mode law and to live by those virtues. And once you choose to live by that, your clarity is such that you're willing to stand and fight and even die to give your very last breath to make sure that the mofo who's trying to oppress you, his breath leaves his body. And you guys can go leap forward into the sky and meet Jesus if that's what you believe in. And one thing for sure, you'll leave a legacy that the other people, his homies and loved ones that's left around, they would say, you know what? Let's change our life and clean up our life because we don't want to meet Jesus in the air the way that dude got met savagely. We want to be good, nice people. So without further ado, I'm getting to the topic of today's video, which is he became a bouncer to get girls and ended up in prison as a Chomo with face marked for death and a target on his butt cheeks. Hey guys, this is as I'm over here in Southeast Asia and I'm having an appreciation, dude. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I'm being transparent with you, man. One of the best things I ever did, dude. Well, I didn't do it, but my parents moved from Puerto Rico to New York. So I'm gonna tell you, if you're from a third world country or an impoverished country or a developing nation or whatever you want to call it, hey man, do whatever you can do to move to a major country. I'm not saying United States is the answer, but whether you move to Europe or Australia or Canada, dude, or just move somewhere where you got a chance and you give your kids a chance. And number two, one of the best things I ever did was leave New York City, dude, to go to California, man. When I'm gonna tell you something, whatever country you're in, listen to me, guys. I'm not trying to say one's better than another. I'm just saying it's good to have options and experience different things. It's like a dude that goes to McDonald's and all he ever gets is a number one. He never tries a number two, three, four, five. I think there's 16 different menus in McDonald's. I don't know. I'm just making it up. Let's say there's 6. Try all 6, man. Don't become a creature of habit, dude. You have to. You only got one life in this plane of existence. I don't know what happens after this, but you want to experience and broaden your boundaries, dude. Try new things, man. Venture out. So I want to share this with you because, man, as I'm out here in Southeast Asia, really appreciating the freedom and the liberties that we have as Americans. Dude, you don't really have an appreciation until you go somewhere and you see how people are living that don't have anything. And they're way happier than the people that have everything. Let me say this to you again for those of you who didn't miss it, because sometimes I talk too fast. You don't have the amount of appreciation for what you have until you go somewhere else and experience a country where people have way less than you and they're happier than everybody where you're from, dude. And they have nothing. They just happy to be alive. They appreciate the smaller things. And that gives you a level of self-reflection, dude, where you can check your little panties and practice stoicism and minimalism and understand, hey, baby, I'm just happy to be alive and healthy and to be able to function and ambulate and be able to travel this planet. So I'm just sharing with you that that's one of the most beautiful things you can do. You can go, if you're on the East Coast, move to the West Coast. If you're on the West Coast, move to the Southern Coast. If you're on the Southern Coast, move to the Northern Coast. Once you've done that, move to another country, dude, even if it's just for like a summer. Like, what's those summer immersion programs? Like when you wanted to learn Spanish, you move to South America or Mexico, dude, or Venezuela or something, and you immerse yourself in the culture. When you get back to the United States or Canada or Australia or New Zealand or wherever you're from, you will have an appreciation, dude, of what's going on, man. So I want to tell you this story. It's a story from my past, and this is a true story about other people that I know that have gotten in trouble. So there was this dude that I was in the military with. He was a white dude, and we called him Bobby. So let me just describe Bobby. Bobby was about, I don't want to exaggerate, dude. Let's just say Bobby was about 5'11". Because I know he wasn't 6 foot, but he wasn't no 5'8", dude. But he was about 5'11". Let's just say Bobby's about 180 pounds. And Bobby was like, I don't know if that's called middleweight guys or I don't know. I forget the boxing weights. I haven't been having to make weight in a while. But we boxed on Fort Ord. He was on the boxing team. And Bobby was good with his hands. He was just a quick, like sometimes a slim, quick dude can take out a bigger dude if he knows how to hit the vital areas, right? And stick and move and don't try to stand there blow for blow. So Bobby was a cool white dude, man. He was from Boston. He was a cool white dude. So he was actually, there was only two white bouncers. It was Bobby and this dude named Dan. This dude was Yugoslavian though. He was like, I don't want to exaggerate, dude. He was like 6'6", like 400 pounds. He's just a swole steroid junkie, man. This dude was full of juice. He was Roy Raging. He was the most massive white dude I've seen in a while. So anyway, he was the head bouncer, and Bobby, and it was 6 other bouncers. We were like walking, patrolling the floor, looking at the door, or whatever. So I just want to share this with you guys. I became a bouncer from my good buddy named Chris Blackman. We was on a boxing team. He was a heavyweight boxer like me, and then I was telling him, I was telling him like, dude, like I'm trying to make some money to support my steroid habit because even though I was a bodybuilder, I've always practiced pugilistic sports, combat sports because I knew this, guys, and I'm not trying to be offensive. Just because you have muscles don't mean you can fight, bro. Muscles are for the girls, man, whereas your fighting ability is to defend yourself. So Chris Blackman, if you're watching, man, what's up, Black? He was a dark-skinned black dude from Alabama, savage. He was like, hey, man, you can make some extra money as a bouncer, man, because they pay us cash every night, dude, and all you got to do is be knocking chumps out. These chumps is high. I was like, okay, so me and Chris Blackman and Bobby, we were bouncers. I did it because I wanted to support my steroid habit. I'm being transparent. Steroids are very expensive if you do them to a level where you want to get results. So anyway, this dude, Bobby or Robert, he heard our conversation. He was like, hey man, I want to become a bouncer because you can get a lot of girls. So he became a bouncer to get girls. And for those of you who are new to my channel, you youngsters come on here talking about I don't know about women, and I'm into lady boys and man butt and all this stuff, man. I'm paying for lady boys over here, man. Let me explain something to you, man. I'm gonna put a link. I'm gonna put 2 links in the descriptions. One is a link to my video where it went mainstream from this guy from 21 Convention. I was telling my bouncer story, so please click the first link in the description. It's a bouncer describes, bar scene. And the second one, I'm gonna give you a clip of how to become a bouncer because a lot of guys become bouncers to get girls. I didn't know that you can get girls because I always got girls. Just being a bodybuilder and a savage and a competitive martial artist, I always got girls, man, and an athlete. So I was doing it to get extra money, whereas Bobby or Robert, he's just an average looking white dude. That's what I'm trying to say at 5'11". He's just an average looking white dude. Maybe he was 5'10". He's just an average white dude, nothing special. But he like busting nuts, busting cheeks up in some beautiful little tender, right? So anyway, man, he became a bouncer, dude, to get girls. I became a bouncer to make extra money to support my steroid habit. The reason this is important is a differentiation. When you're on the door, you have to check the IDs to make sure that people aren't using a fake ID, these underage girls, to get in. So one time Bobby was on the door because the head bouncer makes you rotate from the front door to the back door to walk in the club to walk in the parking lot. That way there's always security. The patrons feel secure. And then when people feel secure, they're going to spend money, especially hot girls. So Bobby was on the door one night and this really hot little young thing comes up there and she's questionable. And if you watch the video, my first link in the description, I described to you how these young girls get these fake IDs. And I want to share something with you before you guys come in the comments talking about, oh man, you can tell she's underage and you can tell. Nah, man, hey dude, they go to these professional dudes that make these IDs. They're not just making them themselves. There's these pros that sell them. And let me explain something to you. I'm talking from personal experience. Some of these young girls, dude, look like grown women, man, but they look like young grown women. They look like a woman that's like 21 or 22, fresh skin, long hair, perked breasts, fat asses, tight stomachs, dude, pretty legs. And if they got an ID, man, that just says that they're 21, dude, or 22, and you look and there's no markings you can tell has been altered, you're going to let them in because, I mean, there's no way to tell. There's some that are so obvious you can tell, but a lot aren't. Please watch the video, the first video in the description. So Bobby, thinking with his horny brain, he lets the girl in, man, because she got an ID, says she's 21 or 22. And she's hot, man. This is why I got to make this differentiation. He became a bouncer to get girls. I became a bouncer to make money, support my steroid habit. Why am I repeating that? When I got off work, dude, I wasn't trying to take girls home, dude. I wasn't trying to bang girls in the parking lot in my car. I wasn't trying to do drugs with girls and go to a hotel. No, I'm going straight home because the next morning I got to get up, man, get to the gym so I can contact my steroid connect. Go, hey, my man, I got some cash. Give me some of that Trembolone. Give me some of that D-Ball and the Primo. And always give me some Deca while you're at it. And also give me some testosterone Cypionate. You know, because with these steroid dealers, man, back in the 80s, bro, they would get popped because back then selling steroids was illegal. And so you got to buy as many as you can because if the dude gets popped, this is, I'm not going to trail off the topic, but I got to explain something to you. Steroids are like this. Steroids work. I don't care what anybody tells you, but here's the problem. Once you take steroids, let's say you take, and I'm just going to make this up, 5 milligrams because the average male produces 15 milligrams of testosterone in your testicles. That's what gives you a deep voice, hair, and muscles, and strong bones. So let's say you go ahead and you increase that by another 15 milligrams. You didn't double your male hormones, bro. It's crazy what happens. Your strength double, triples, dude. Your boners is amazing. It's just like, wow, you're a savage. You're confident. There's nothing you can do wrong. You can run faster, jump higher, punch harder. But here's the problem. And I'm not a doctor, but I'm sharing with you my experience. When you shoot a steroid or you pop it, the effects is only 8 weeks. That's why they're 8-week cycles. So then let's say you pop those 15 milligrams in. Wow, for 8 weeks, you're fucking Superman, dude. You're increasing your lifts, your muscles are growing, your penis is hard, you're a savage, you can fight. But then what happens, man, is I don't know what the word is called, but your body realizes that there's an artificial entity producing testosterone in your body. So your original 15 milligrams shut down. So now you're just on the 15 milligrams you've been shooting. So you're back to ground zero. So the smart guys like Arnold and them, what they used to do back in the day, they would just go off. They would take steroids 2 months before the competition to get that Super Saiyan effect. And then after they would go off, it's called clean up or cycle off. Youngsters nowadays, and here's the problem, I'm going to be honest with you, this happened to me. There's a psychological effect. This is why people get addicted to steroids. For 8 weeks, which is 2 months, you're Superman, dude. You're Hercules, you're Samson, you're the man. There's nothing you can't do. You can dance good, sing, you can run, jump, all that. It's like being on cocaine for 8 weeks. But what's happened once your body regulation realizes that, oh, there's something else giving you 15 milligrams, your body shuts down. Now you're just on those 50, so you're back to normal. So this is how people get addicted to steroids. Instead of going off and going through that area, it takes about another, once you go off steroids, so you've been on there for 2 months, it takes 4 months for your body to kick back in and realize it's starting to produce. So you go through like 4 months of almost being like a woman, dude. You don't have no testosterone. You're emotional. You're weak. Your joints hurt. I'm being honest with you, dude. You're all emotional. You're just fucked up. You're worse than where you started. So you actually declined. So what a lot of youngsters do, and I'm guilty of this, oh, I'm on the 15 milligrams. I'm increased that to 30. So then, bow, you're back up to the 30 you were before. And then when that drops again, you say, hey, you know what, man? I'm going to go up to 60. So then it's a never-ending cycle, and that's how your liver and kidneys get blown out, and you just get all messed up, dude. So back to the story. I would leave the club, man, and go home and get ready for the next day, drink my protein drink, get ready to run, go to the gym, meet the steroid connect, right? Hey, man, Bobby or Robert, whatever you want to call him, the girls call him Bobby. That little young tender he met, she was beautiful. I'm not going to lie. I remember her because I remember I love Bobby. He was a good dude. He was a good white dude, man, from Boston. Cool dude. In the military, you don't look at color, bro. I know Armchair Revolutionary had a different experience. Maybe Ivan the Great, but when I was in, dude, even though there is some racism, bro, the guys that are in your platoon or your squad, you just become an affinity, like a band of brothers. So me and Bobby and Chris Blackman was in the same squad. We was really cool. We worked out together. We was on a boxing team. So Bobby really loved this girl, man. She was, you know how if you're a white dude and you're not getting a lot of punani, and you meet this dime piece and you're like, wow, I got a dime. She's 21, newly legal. She's newly legal. She's hot. She's untampered, dude. This is my girl. I love her. And they became an item, dude. You know what happens when you have regular association with a hot young girl, bro? You guys having sex and stuff. She got pregnant, dude. But see, little did Bobby know, little did any of us know, dude, she was actually 16. And this is where the story takes a dark turn, bro. She got pregnant. You know how white dudes' dads are. You know how white dads are. Hey, who got you pregnant, you fucking little whore, you little fucking slut? It was Bobby from the club and everything. We love each other. Bobby from the club? What are you talking about? Yeah, I went to the club and I met a bouncer and I love him and we love each other. You're fucking 16 years old. What the fuck are you talking about? He fucking defiled my baby. And they filed a police report. Just so you guys know, man, this is California. I don't know about other states. If a parent of an underage girl files a police report, even though you had consensual sex with her, this is called rape and child molestation. And dude, you go into prison. Like there is no, see, there's certain crimes. There is no parole or there is no probationary period. No, you do that. The parents pressed the charges. He got sent to maximum security prison for rape. Even though it's consensual sex, if you have sex with a minor, it's great because he's saying that the minor does not have the mental fortitude to refuse your sexual advances. And Bobby was a cool dude. He was a down dude. So let me tell you what happened, man. Life is strange, dude. I've been in prison first. And then I see Bobby, man. And then I'm like, hey, man, what you in there for? Oh, man, you know, remember we was at bouncers? Yeah. Man, that one girl I was dating, man? Yeah. Hey, man, come to find out, she's 16. I was like, whoa. And everybody knows, man, in prison, dude, like, people don't get into the story of what happened. This could happen to anybody. That's why I want you to look at the first link in the description. This can happen to anybody. It's not like you purposely, like a Chomo pedophile, you're actively hunting for young girls. He was just a horny white dude, and he thought he had a dime piece. He thought she was 21. She had the fake ID. And dude, when his paperwork came in, let me tell you something. What happens in maximum security prison? Sometimes your paperwork don't follow you like immediately. It's just the way the system is. It's overcrowded. Stuff happens. It gets lost in the shuffle. But when his paperwork came, and the white shot callers found out, dude, this is how they do in maximum security prison. And I'm gonna make another video telling you how they deal with child molesters and pedophiles and rapists in maximum security prison as opposed to medium and minimum. Because let me tell you something, minimum security prison, there's a proliferation of child molesters, pedophiles, rapists. They just running around, dude. There's gangs of them. But in maximum security prison, what these other prison channels are telling you is true. They deal with them because they're sick. And the way they deal with them is a sick, twisted way. So this is what happened to Bobby. When the shot callers from the woods found out that he was in there he's a Chomo, as they call it, they didn't look at this. It doesn't tell the story, it just tells your charges. They immediately put a hit on him, dude. What they do is they cut your face, and this marks you as a Chomo, and it actually marks you for death. But the way that they kill you, and that's why I had to make this video, and I want to share this with you, how your people are the ones that do you the worst. The way they do you when you're a Chomo, they mark your face so that no matter where you go, whatever pen you go to, they know you're a Chomo. And then you got a green light for them to go up in your butt cheeks forcefully. Because, hey, brother, you did sick things, perverted things to a little innocent child, brother. And we're going to show you what it's like to be held down and penetrated, brother, against your will. So that way, brother, you get the karma back on you, brother. Because that's how it is, brother, because the Hulkster said it. And yeah, buddy, Randy Savage, I'm going up in you next year. So this is my argument to that, guys. If it's not okay to forcefully have sex with a minor, or if a woman says no, then why is it okay for your own race to forcibly go up in your cheeks just because you got a questionable charge? Now, let's just say I was into this prison politics and gang politics, and I found out somebody was a Chomo. I don't agree with that. And even Bobby's story, even though I understand the situation because I know Bobby, he would have to be removed from the main line. Why? Because this is just the prison rules, baby. I don't make the rules, but we live in here, and without rules, it's all savage barbarians, dude. There's anarchy. So, Bobby, I know you from the street and everything, but bro, you got to PC up and do your time in protective custody to learn to make better choices and decisions. But I'm not going to cut your face, and I'm not going to go up in your culo because that's not who I am. That's all I'm saying. So why does these white dudes got to mark your face for death? But what they do, they play with you like a cat does a fucking mouse. Every time you go to another yard, they see you got the scar on your face. They don't even need to ask for your paperwork. They know what it means because the way they cut the child molester, I think they cut him a certain way so you know he's a Chomo. And then that gives them open season to just go up in your butt cheeks whenever they feel like. And they play with you until your butt cheeks are so big that there's no more friction and they can't come balls deep. So then that's when they kill you. So if you like the realness and the rawness, man, that will set you free, then go ahead, man, thumbs up the video and make a comment for the algorithm so we can grow the channel. I get suggested to more people. And if you're new to the channel, I'm OG Silverback. Got sentenced to 26 years in maximum security prison as a loner, mixed dude. And I survived. I'm here to tell you guys, man, the horror is behind the wall so that you don't venture back that way. And I tell you like this, flee, young man, flee far away from the wall because what's behind there would change your life for all eternity. Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the notification bell. Most importantly, share the video. Until next time, OG Silverback out.